Hi, I'm Amanda Beard, 7-time medalist. I get my Aquasphere gear at swimoutlet.com, the web's most popular swim shop. Check them out today.
Welcome to the Morning Swim Show for Monday, October 31st, 2011. I'm your host, Peter Bush. In the Phoenix Monitor today, we'll talk to Kremer. He's the head swim coach for men and women at the University of Minnesota. Definitely one of the up-and-coming programs right now. Coach Kremer joins us right now in the Phoenix Monitor from Minneapolis. Coach, welcome to the Morning Swim Show. How are you?
I'm doing really well. Thanks for having me.
And happy Halloween. What are you going to be today?
What am I going to be? I'm going to be a swim coach today.
Well, that'll scare the kids on the team.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, as I mentioned in my intro, you are certainly one of the rising programs in college swimming right now. And it's, I mean, when you got two girls sweeping the breaststroke events at NCAAs and some of the success you've had on relays, you know, kind of take us back to when you felt the turning point was for the program.
Yeah, you know, I think that if you go way back, and we've had just storied success for a long, long time. I mean, you know, the founder of our program, Gene Freeman, on the women's side is a Hall of Fame coach, and on the men's side, Dennis Dale is a Hall of Fame coach. And so, you know, we've had storied success, and I think I'm just fortunate to now have an opportunity to continue my career and ultimately you know, have a long-term career at Minnesota as the head coach of both programs, and kind of see through a vision that hopefully helps us kind of break through some of the competitive glass ceilings that we've had. You know, we long-term would like to do some, you know, we consistently contend for Big Ten titles on both the men's and women's side, and we've consistently gotten into the top 10 on the men's side numerous times. On the women's side now we've finally broken back into the top 10, and I think we want to break through some of those competitive glass ceilings and see if we can't you know, push things further as we go forward.
Last year, as I mentioned, women swept the breaststroke event. Jillian Tyler wins the 100. Hailie wins the 200. Hailie's back. How's she looking this year?
She looks great. You know, we went to Pan Am's down in Guadalajara last week, and she really, going into that meet, I thought if she could break 2:30, I was going to be thrilled. It's at altitude in October, and she did that twice, both in prelims and finals. And so she looks fantastic. And I think what's really exciting about Hailie is she's become a pro of in certain rights, certainly not by finances, but how she carries herself, how you know, how she acts and responds to both great swims and swims that she wished had gone better. How she interacts with her teammates and her coaches. She's just she's doing a great job for us right now. We're really excited that she's got 2 years to go on the college side.
Well, she's swimming tough. She could be certainly in that mix for that second spot on the team, the Tuna breast.
Yeah, and we've talked about that. I think, you know, every breaststroker in the country right now that is going to Olympic trials in the U.S., they probably feel like there's a spot that at least that second spot in the 100 and 200 seems somewhat open, and so there's a lot of excitement to see which swimmers will contend for it, and Hailie's one that will certainly be contending for it.
Tell me about the coaching situation at Minnesota, because it's sort of shooken up the past year or two where you are now the official head coach of both teams, and it was kind of an, I don't know, interim tag or a co-head coach before, but it's all changed now, right?
Yeah, it's changed a little bit. You know, what's nice is there hasn't been a shakeup really at all, because the staff members are all in place still. You know, it's the same staff that we've had. We're just you know, fortunate to have a little bit different structure that's allowed us probably to maximize our strengths a little bit better, minimize our weaknesses a little bit better. We've hired another coach in Ryan Purdy, who's now acting, you know, obviously as a great on-deck coach and our women's recruiting coordinator. It's just given us an opportunity probably to utilize our resources better. So, but yeah, I was the co-head coach for women for the last 7 years with Terry Niesner, and then prior to that was Dennis Dale's associate head coach on the men's side. And so, you know, like I said, I'm entering year 14 here, and it's just, for me, exciting to be able to really go from where we've been and continue to build for the future, and I've been a part of both, and this new structure should give us opportunities to do things we haven't done in the past, performance-wise.
With the recent success you've had, have other big schools tried to lure you away?
You know, not really. I wouldn't talk about that if they did. I just, you know, kind of made it really clear that Minnesota's my dream job, and that's what's so exciting and unique about our staff. The thing I see is a bunch of coaches who have experienced a lot of success, and And every one of them have had opportunities to not be at Minnesota, and every one of them has chosen to stay. And it really is, it's the dream job of everybody on our staff, the position they currently hold. And I think that's a really unique situation in college athletics, and I'm just really fortunate to be a part of the staff.
There are a lot of great facilities now in the country. A lot of universities have upgraded. I like the NCAA's at Minnesota the best, though, just because of it's so close to the main hotel. The kids can just walk over instead of having a 10-minute drive. I really like the atmosphere there.
Yeah, we like it too. In fact, we book into the hotel as well when we have major meets, whether it's the Big Ten Conference Championships or NCAAs. We book in that hotel as well because it, like you said, the convenience is second to none. You can, wake up swims. You don't have to, you don't have to load up a van and drive for a period of time. You can just roll out of bed and into the pool. And so we like that too. And I appreciate you commenting on our pool because I think there are a lot of great facilities being built, but I'm extraordinarily biased, obviously. But it's still my favorite. I like two-side seating. I like the lighting in our pool. And as soon as we're building a new rec center right now on the south side of our aquatic center, and as soon as that's done and the construction is cleared away, this is it's going to continue to be a perfect venue really to host NCAAs in the future.
Well, it's great that you have an athletic department that's really supporting your aquatics teams. It sounds like not just from a facility standpoint, but with the coaching, resources that they're giving you guys. I mean, we love to see that because it's so sad to see schools cutting back on swimming programs. Yeah,
we feel the same way. I think, if our athletic director, Joel Maturi, or Mark Ryan, who's my direct supervisor, if they were sitting here and doing this interview, the things they would tell you is, in terms of the Olympic sports, Minnesota carries 25 sports, and our administration, literally from the top down, kind of carries the philosophy that if we're going to have a program, they're going to give them all the resources necessary to compete at the national level. And I think, in the swimming world, if you're in the north, you already have a little bit of an uphill battle to land some of the top talent across the world. And it takes great resources to be able to fly in prospective students. It takes great resources to be able to travel to competitions. And it takes great resources just to maintain a program that caters to some of the best athletes in our sport. And so, like I said, Minnesota is my dream job, and that the resources is one of the primary reasons why we have a chance to really provide our student athletes with a positive and meaningful experience, and I'm very fortunate.
Well, Coach, thanks a lot for coming on. Good luck this season.
Thanks so much. I appreciate being here. Thanks.
All right, that's Coach Kelly Kremer joining us from the University of Minnesota. And that is it for today's show. I'm Peter Bush, reminding you to keep your head down at the finish.